So good day, guys and girls. Today is January 3rd, 2022. 2022 already. What a wacky past year and a half, 2 years it's been. So I want to start off quickly by saying thank you to all the new subscribers and the people who have viewed my videos on the issues with the integration of Warzone Pacific and Xbox. I was not expecting this kind of response. I was just trying to help out people that were having the same kind of issues that I was, and I didn't think that it would end up like this. So again, I appreciate all the views, I appreciate all the comments. You don't have to name your kids after me. I forget who commented that, but I really appreciate the kind words. So I just want to show you two other things that I've noticed with Xbox integration that is kind of a hindrance. So the first one is, make sure you force quit every time you get out of Warzone if your Xbox is set to energy saving mode, because if you try to start the game right now, it's frozen up. Again, there it goes. So finally it's clued in. Now you can get back into it. So that's kind of the main thing that I wanted to show. Make sure that you force close it. It might not take that long to get back in if you haven't force closed it, but it kind of throws a wrench in it. Sometimes it doesn't want to connect to Xbox Live right away. You got to retry. It's always best to just shut her down and get back in. You can see how long it's taking to load up here. That way too, I think it shuts everything down and forces it to start up again. It clears the cache, whatever it does, I don't know, but I think it's always best to start fresh. So the next thing we're going to show you is, and I've shown you this kind of before, so if you go into your loadouts, and so first of all, say you wanted to save this, go to save a custom mod, do not do it. It'll shut down everything. We showed you that in another video. However, here's another thing that we've discovered. So if you go in here and you want to pick a launcher, let's say, because there is a couple new launchers with this new integration. There's the Bazooka, the Panzer Schreck, the Panzer Faust, or the Tank Fist, and the MK11 launcher. So I was looking at this launcher because the MK11 launcher because it's handheld and I thought everything's good. You can only max level it to level 1, but if you were to unlock any kind of camos or anything like that, you want to go into Gunsmith. So click on Gunsmith. What's it doing? Nothing. It's frozen up. Can't do a darn thing now. Completely frozen. And this really sucks because when it happened to me, I was in a match, in a party, and I ended up basically losing out because party moved on. There were a bunch of good players that knew how to play Plunder, and we missed out on a good match. So again, this integration with Xbox is just pitiful. Like, I can't say enough bad things about the integration. I'm trying not to say about the developers themselves, but the developers are ultimately the ones that are responsible for this. Again, it is completely frozen. So again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but the developers had multiple beta testing to do. They had the beta tests when the people originally bought Vanguard. You could go in and play multiplayer. Then they gave the owners of Vanguard a full 24 hours to get in there and play before everybody else when Caldera was launched. Again, they didn't catch any of this stuff. And the reason why, I don't know this for sure, but the developers are basically in bed with PlayStation. And anybody who has a PlayStation knows this because they get game modes that aren't available on any other system, including PC. And if you have the PlayStation version, you get an extra 2 loadouts. So you can actually carry 12 loadouts as opposed to 10, which is the standard for PC and Xbox. Now, let's not skip over PC, because PC is what all the major streamers use. So they don't want to irritate and agitate the people that use PC, so they make sure that they're happy. But for some reason, Xbox just gets overlooked quite often. So if you guys don't know yet, you need Xbox Live Gold in order to play this, which it was free since April 2021. And the reason why Xbox did this was to keep up with Sony, because Sony was always free to play, and because Sony was in bed with the developers, Raven, Activision, whoever it is. So the integration has not been good. Xbox users probably represent, I'd say, a good 30% or more of the active users of Warzone, and they just continue to ignore us. And here it is, January 3rd, 2022, and I can't even remember when this thing launched. It was the beginning of December, if I'm not mistaken, and let's call it a month, and we're really no closer to a working game than we were before. Again, this thing is just frozen. I can't do anything. So again, make sure you set your video settings per my first video. We're going to link this at the end. If you haven't already, make sure that you have Xbox Live Gold. Do not, under any circumstances, try to upgrade or change your loadout names and save a new modification or save an update to the modification. It'll crash. And it's especially important if you're in the middle of a game or you're in between games or you want to change something. It'll crash. And with the launchers, don't even try to click that gunsmith button if you get a camo unlocked or anything, because it's going to just crash on you. I hope you found the video informative. I hope I didn't talk too much and bore you. If you guys found the video informative, think about giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Tell me why down in the comments. I know I don't have all the fancy video capture equipment, but I'm not monetized. I'm working on it. And with that being said, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button. We've been posting quite a bit of Warzone content recently, trying to help you guys and girls out as much as we can. Again, thank you so much for viewing. Please think about hitting that like and subscribe button. Your support has been just phenomenal. I can't say enough. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Remember, you never know unless you bear.